Ryan here with a brand new video. Don't forget, folks, while you are here, like and subscribe. Help out your boy to get out into the YouTube universe. And I appreciate y'all coming through, for stopping by and saying hello. Each and every one of your hellos is very much appreciated, and I thank y'all for being here. All right, Ryan here, coming to you, new video. And as you know, we are on a mission here because we want to eliminate resentment from our lives, and that's what we are after. Hey, Christy, welcome. Thank you for being here. So, here we go. Our goal here is to put an end to resentment. And I totally understand. Um, Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Good to know. So, I understand what you are going through, your pain, struggles, the emotions, the negative emotions. Totally understandable. The trauma, things has happened to us in the past. I get it. Now we want to do something about that. And this is when the work comes in. And we need to make it a priority, right? So, make it a priority where we are we are changing our lives, the people around us, or the people who we are going to meet in the future, are more safe, more secure. They don't need to be disrespected for whatever reason. We don't need to make up any excuses about when we get crazy and start talking to other people the wrong way. All right. Resentment. This is a huge problem for a lot of people. And I understand a lot of people do not know how to deal with it. Neko FC. All right. How are ya? So here we go now. So now we are in this state where we are looking forward to change because we need to change. We need to become better than how we are right now. But we are facing difficulties, not knowing how to make the transition from the old trauma to create a different life from the one we experienced for the past 5-10 years or so. Right? So here we go now. What do we do? How do we even approach the problem of resentment? A lot of you out there wants to make the change, right? And you do not know what to do. And I understand. I have experienced that myself, and I noticed at the time when I was going through that phase of my life. Not that I like it because I didn't. I hate every moment of it, but I believe it was for a reason. So that way, I can come out here now and thank you very much for the sub. Appreciate you. Don't forget, folks, like and subscribe while you are here. And I been through that phase for a reason, for a good reason. So I could learn some things. So I could come and teach to you guys here in the future. So, resentment. Resentment really means all information. That's what it is. It's all information. and we are living by that old information, or living with that old information, and we do not know how to exchange it or take it out, replace it, and put in new information. We just don't know how to do it yet. We don't even know what type of information to instill, to put into our subconscious programs, so that way we can experience life more beautifully, more joyfully, more peacefully, more lovingly, more gleefully. Right? So, what do we do now? This is when we are going to have to start put in the work. How difficult it is to change? Well, whenever you are going to start anything at all, it's going to be hard. Anything at all you're going to do in the beginning, it's going to be hard, especially if you do not know how to do it. That's just it. It's going to be hard. Over a period of time, you will get better at it. So, resentment is something that was given to me freely. I didn't ask for it. It was what I have to deal with. But later on, after my ups and downs and struggles with it, accidentally, I figure out what works for me, what makes me, you know, what changes the paradigm. I learn what does that. So this is when I start to, when I got on the journey, I didn't even know why I was even trying to do this personal development here. For the most part, a lot of people, they talk about money and so forth, but I knew I needed something more than money. Don't get me wrong, money is a good thing, but I need something more. I need more substance behind it, something that I can pass down to other people. Money is a byproduct, by the way. And so many of us go after money, and that's why we ended up failing or failed. So, resentment. How do we deal with that? Things happened to us in the past. We hurt other people hurt us. These old programming that we have, old trauma, the resentment, the bitterness, for resentment is just that you are bitter about somebody done you something in the past, and you are bitter about it. That's what resentment is. So now we are trying to fix that now. We cannot go back and go change the past. It's not gonna happen. Hate to break the news to you. So this is when we're gonna stood up and fight this fight here. It is a battle. Sometimes it feels like an uphill battle. The military men are up there, and you are fighting your way up there. So what do? We are going to look at the problem that we are facing, and we are going to tell ourselves we are going to grapple with this problem, and with the help of the universe, we shall overcome this problem. And that's what we're going to do. Okay, so here we go now. Because this is our mission here now, is to rid ourselves from the resentment. Or if we don't rid ourselves, then it's to reduce it to a point where we can control it. Or we are in control now. So the programming is not in control anymore. We are. All right? So here we go. On the journey, trying to change, to demolish the resentment, the old trauma, the old information, old programming. What do we do? And how we even approach this? Why do we even want to change to begin with? Well, I don't know about you, but we do not, human beings, most of us, we don't want to walk around bitter and angry. We want to walk around peace. We like being peaceful, most of us. Some of us are just absolutely, I don't know, annoying, and we just like to cause tons of problems for ourselves and other people as well. So this is when, those people, we do not want them anywhere in our circles, in our lives. They need to go bye bye, gone already, leave us alone. And so that way we can grow and soar and get to where we want to get to peacefully, joyfully, and lovingly, kindly. And because now it's time to treat the people who are going to come into our lives better, because in the past we have wronged people, and those people are not ever going to be our friends again, and we have to we have to learn to live with that. So here we go now. What do we do here? Getting started on the journey. Trying to put in new information is not particularly easy. Why? Well, you're gonna have to do the reps. Let's say you are an overweight person and you are trying to go to the gym, and you have certain exercises that you have been prescribed by your fitness trainer to do on a daily basis, and also your meal prep and so forth. Yeah, yes, prescribed it is. It is the same thing over and over and over for a long period of time, and this is why so many people don't continue on with change. That is just my opinion on it, because you have to do the reps, and to do the reps, it takes discipline, it takes commitment, and it takes consistency. Totally understand. I get it. So here we go now. The reps has to come into play. You need new information. You cannot continue on with the old information. It's just not going, you won't get to where you need to go. It's not gonna happen. New information, new input, different way of seeing the world, different way of respecting yourself, respecting others, different way of treating yourself, different way of treating other people. No more barking at them, getting mad at them, getting pissed off at them. No more of that stuff. So you need new information in order, so that way you can cooperate and you can control your emotions better that way as well. So now, repetition. I want you to write that word down, and I want you to really look at it and think about it and get to understand it, that repetition is going to become your best friend here when you want to change your life. Practice. Thank you, Christy. Day in, day out. You need to get better at respecting yourself, respecting other people, treating yourself well, and treating others well. You need to get better at that. We are trying to abolish the resentment from our lives. That's our goal here. Resentment needs to go. Repetition comes in. So you're gonna have to pick a time when you are going to uh, do the reps. I highly recommend a tiny bit of information in the beginning. Why am I saying this? I myself, many times in the past, I have bite off little, a lot too much. Okay? What happened? Got burnt out, and then I didn't go back to do the reps for a little while because I need to recover. And that's not good. You don't want to do that. You want to do as little as possible. But the reps need to happen. Okay? So, do not uh, take on too much information in the beginning. Try to do as little as you possibly can. Then you can increase that over a period of time because everybody doesn't have the same. I mean, I get there, I understand that. Oh, everybody has the same 24 hours. True. But everybody 24 hours is different. Different priorities. Maybe you are a mom, single mom, maybe, and you have two kids, three kids. I don't expect you to do much the same amount as a guy who is single, who has no children at all. It's just, it doesn't work the same. So we have to be really honest about how we approach this. Be really careful how we approach this. So here we go now. Little bit of reps. Some information that you need to make the change. Here they are what I do. This is what works for me. Okay? Prayers, affirmations, quotes, and personal development, and also rebuild my vocabulary. Why am I saying this? We are putting in new information. So these are things that you typically wouldn't even bother with. But now it's going to come into play because you are going to um, start practicing. So you can get good at keeping the resentment down. It needs to be down. So when you start practicing, when should you stop? I don't think you should ever stop. You're going to have to continue on for a long period of time. You need to get really good at this thing here. Where you do not blow up, get crazy, say things the wrong way to people who you like, because that's important. If you like the person, they like you, and you treated them wrong, you are going to end the relationship, and we do not want that to happen. Some relationships are just important, and we need to keep them, right? We need certain people into our lives. There we go. So, now, work on it. Period, point blank. Work on it. So, now we got the information. So, now we need the reps. But you are going to have to be committed to it. You're going to have to be consistent. And you're going to have to be disciplined. This is where another part of the problem can come in. A lot of us are not disciplined. We're just not. We come from homes where we didn't have a football coach in the home, a basketball coach in the home, a running coach in the home. Why am I saying this? Because these people live their life. They live their lives. These people built their lives on discipline. You have to be disciplined if you're going to be a good basketball player, football player, a runner, maybe a guitar guy, a guitarist, a pianist. You're going to have to develop the discipline. That's just it. So you can actually carry out these work day in and day out. You're gonna have to. Hey David, hi. All right. So the reps, day in, day out, we're gonna have to do these reps. And we're going to change. Especially if you are from a single mother household. We have it the worst. Okay? The resentment is so strong among us. That's the reason why men who come from single mothers household commit an awful portion of the crimes. Yeah, emotions, negative emotions. The emotions are so high. Do not know how to control it. Never really been through the process where you have to work on the resentment, the bitterness, the anger, the hatred. It's because these are things that we are trying to prevent ourselves from, you know, immerse ourselves into. And a lot of us do immerse ourselves into these deadly sins. And now is the time to take a stand and stand up to that, to that problem and said, no more. I am going to change and I am going to do the reps. I am going to develop the discipline. I am going to committed to this journey of change, and I am going to be consistent. I am going to do the reps, put in the reps because it needs to happen. Even if I don't like it, even if I don't want to do it, it needs to be done. I need to input new information. So the new information is what I am going to live by. The old information, which is a trauma, that's what trauma is, old information. And that's what has been running your life. Your life has been run by the old information. So time to input some new information, imprint on your subconscious mind new information. And that's what we're going to do. So the change. We're going to enact the change. We cannot continue on with the bitterness and the hatred. We just can't. It is ruining our lives and it's ruining other people's lives as well. It's costing us relationships, which is one of the most important thing. Out of anything else, relationships one of the most important. Money is important, sure. Relationship is probably number one. You need more friends than anything else. People, especially when you treat them well, believe me, they're gonna want to be around you. They're gonna want to have a beer with you, sit down, talk to you, have a glass of wine with you, eat, drink with you. They just gonna want to be around you. And this is why we are training ourselves to be in the circles of good human beings. But in order for us to meet those people, we're gonna have to change before that even happen. So here we go now. Work has to be done. There are work that need to be done, and we're gonna do it. Put in the reps, day in, day out. We do not have a whole lot to offer to society, most of us. I don't care what they're gonna tell me. Maybe when you decide to go clean up the rivers, uh, so that way, maybe you're a guy who likes fishing. There are not much fish in the rivers, so you need to clean up the river so that way you can actually bring the fish back. Maybe the ocean, you want to go clean the ocean up, clean up the environment and so forth, and you want to be that person, or you want to go create some type of medicine to heal some type of disease or whatever. But until then, most of us do not have a whole lot to offer to society. And one of the best thing I think we can do, of course, and one of the best thing we can do for society is to treat the people in our current circles and vicinities with love and respect. That is something we can do. Resentment prevents you from doing that. And this is when we are going to work as hard as we possibly can to treat others with the respect that they crave. I don't care how old people are, how young they are. Believe me, you are going to see respect is something that they crave. People want to be respected. They really do. And that's why you have to be really careful not to disrespect them. So we're going to work our behind off to make sure that we give them the respect that we want. We want respect too, but we're going to have to respect other people as well. And that is just how it is going to go down. We're going to treat them the way how we want to be treated. Right? So let's go. We're going to go back over this one more time so that way you can get it. And I want you to get it. There are certain principles you're going to have to abide by. This cannot be done with, hit and miss. You're going to have to be deliberate when you are doing this. Right? So, we're going to combine two things together. We're going to merge two things together. We're going to merge physical exercise with mental exercise. Put those two together, and that's when, and then that would help us to overcome the resentment. Remind you, resentment is just things that people has done you in the past and you feel like you were wronged by those people, so now you are just bitter about it, angry about it. We cannot continue on like that. Whatever happens in the past, it is what it is. We don't like it, but we don't need to live in the past. We need to move forward. So we need to implement new information. All right. We need to get into the gym. That's one. Because we're talking about physical exercises. Merge with mental exercises. Okay? Get into the gym. I do not know what type of workout you like to do. Push-ups, pull-ups, jump up on that pull-up bar, do the push-ups, do the pull-ups, hit the ground, do the push-ups, lift the weights. And I will also said, start running. Running opens up the endorphins, those chemicals that makes you a little happier, like a lot happier. Runners, us, typically, we are typically happier. Today is day 430 days since I've been running. 430 days since I've been working out. All right. And now we're going to merge that with the mental exercises. So we are gonna we are going to do the reps. We're going to repeat over and over and over. Affirmations, prayers, quotes, personal development, and vocabulary building. We're going to use that to input new information. So that way, the old information vanishes away, washes away, at least most of it. I don't know if all of it ever gonna go away, but most of it will. And we can enjoy life, experience life with the new, living from the new information that we have input into our subconscious mind. All right? And don't forget the principles that comes along with it. We need to be committed. We need to be disciplined. And we need to be consistent. So this is daily work, every single day. The reps needs to happen. Tiny bites, little portion, don't do too much. Because if you do, you are going to end it up like me. But I took on too much too early, and I end up fail a whole bunch of times. I don't want you, and I want you to be relaxed when you are doing this. Don't stress out. Don't get too jittery, too anxious. Be relaxed. Get in a relaxed state, and do the reps day in, day out. Resentment, you do not want to live with that. It's holding you back, keeping you where you are. One of the best thing we can do is to treat the people who are around us, the people who we're gonna meet in the future, with respect, and that we can offer to society. Make at least our circles a better place, and people will want to spend time with us, and we would want to spend time with them. All right, Ryan here with a new video. Looking forward to see you soon in a brand new video. Don't forget, folks, put in the work, and you will see the results. All right. I will talk to you soon in a new video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and help out your boy to get out into the YouTube universe. And hopefully one day we can get on a live together, and we can actually, you know, make this world a better place. All right. Thank you very much. Bye for now.